Biggest slayer in humankind today, the biggest killer of innocent people. Is it war? No, not war, thankfully, not war. Might have been in the 30s and 40s. Is it the humble mosquito? The humble mosquito is a serious killer. It's killed, do you reckon, it's killed more people than all the wars ever fought. All the slaughters, all the genocide ever fought. So what would you imagine would be the biggest slayer of mankind, biggest killer of mankind today? Well, you might be unpleasantly surprised to find out it is abortion. Yeah, it is really abortion. Thankfully, most countries, the figures are accurately taken in China and the USA. 42 million small people, fetuses, were killed in the last year. 42 million little people, potential human beings, were killed by abortionists the past year. That's horrendous. Isn't that disgusting? And the annoying thing is, like, I was on a web page recently. I used to be a single dad many years ago, single father, and I was on a web page called what was it called? Net Mums, but it was for net dads as well. You know, parents, net parents. And I was on there a few weeks ago, and I was shocked at all these stories where the husband or long-term partner had bullied the woman to go and have an abortion. Oh, the timing isn't right yet. We're not wealthy enough yet. My job's not going that well. I've looked at the figures, and in America last year, in the USA last year, there were 660,000 terminations. We call them in the UK abortions, varying, you know, from the earlier vacuum out everything with a powerful industrial vacuum pipe, D&C. That's where they suck it out in little bits, ripping its arms off, its legs off, excuse me, etc. And then, of course, we've got good old President Trump, who I greatly admire. I wanted him to win. You'd be surprised how many people in Europe did. I mean, just to hear somebody speaking the truth for once, the truth of Islam, that they do really hate us, and they've hated us forever. The truth of the need for a wall. The truth now of what they've been doing to these little tiny beings, potential beings. I mean, in America and in the UK, the UK laws on abortion are far more barbaric than the Americans. We've got some of the worst, most severe, easy come, easy go abortion laws in the entire world. For instance, here they have a 24-week abortion pill. So a woman can take it up to 24 or 26 or 27, because no one's going to tell, week abortion pill, where if the baby's born alive, and they've been caught saying this in New York recently, just put the baby in a bag and suffocate it to death. Or if it won't fit down the toilet, just put it in the trash. You know, don't call the ambulance, the paramedics, because they'll try and keep it alive, and you don't want it alive, and we don't. You know, but they've actually been doing this. In a partial birth abortion, they've been letting the legs come out, and as the head comes out, stabbing the fetus, stabbing the fully grown fetus in the neck. And this is what the Democrats want to be allowed to do, stabbing a moving, beginning to breathe baby in the spine and killing it as it's coming out of the mother's vagina. What the hell's wrong with you people? You're crazy. You're crazy, crazy, profit-mad people. If you think this is okay to do this sort of shit. You know, I remember hearing, I think it was a couple of years ago, I remember hearing somebody in America where you've all got like M16s and SLRs and really Garans and bolt-action rifles and pump-actions, all these lovely toys, those big boys' toys we like. I remember hearing a case where a guy went around to one of these Planned Parenthood clinics and blasted them to pieces. And frankly, if you've seen the abortion procedure, I'll tell you what, I'll put a link underneath. If you've seen what they actually do, I mean, why would you want, you know, it's only the fact that they want the money. They want lots of that. These doctors on £120,000 a year, these nurses on £40,000 a year, like a relation of mine. They're not going to tell you what they're doing. They're going to rip the legs off and rip the head off and crack the skull open of this little tiny creature. They're not going to tell you this, because this is what they're doing. in the early one, they use a vacuum tube, and once they've used this special seaweed to open the cervix, they pull it open a little bit, and I think under mild anaesthetic, they put this tube up, and they rip the little fetus to pieces. Just rip it, and there's actually pictures. Put in aborted fetus on Google. I can't put it on here, we'll get the video took off. There's little arms and little legs, all in a mush, and vacuumed out brains. This is what they're doing. And in the UK, I've seen the figures and the statistics. It's done by charities, yeah, highly profitable charities, because the NHS don't want anything to do with it. But the NHS, National Health Service, pays for all of them. They're all free. They even travel over from Ireland by airplane to Liverpool and Manchester to get them done, because it's still quite Catholic in Ireland and it's frowned upon. You know, as a father, what sickens me more than anything else is the way they go bragging about it. The way they, oh yeah, oh, it was nothing, I had an abortion. They don't tell you they're bleeding for like 30 odd days afterwards. They don't tell you this. They don't tell you how sometimes they end up sterile for life, how big chunks of the womb are ripped out by this vacuum tube, or by the cannula, or this little scraping tool used to scrape out bits of the placenta or the odd hand or whatever. Yeah, we don't tell you this. So I think it's atrocious that 42 million kids are being wiped out today. I really do, and I'm so glad President Trump has actually started speaking the truth about it. It's a bit risky posting this video, but to be honest, it's reached a point now where I don't give a crap. And to all you Republicans and anyone else that acts on this, try and tell the numbskulls over here, please, about cruel Islam, about cruel abortion. Tell the people over here what they're doing. When I posted a video on that website I mentioned before, this Net Mums, and I think it was only on a week because it was just too harsh. It was just too truthful, because if women and girls realised, and most of them are with people, realised how brutal it was, I don't think many would go in for it, and that wouldn't be very profitable, would it? Okay, see you guys. You folks have turned up, so I better sign off. Okay, see you. Bye bye.